Thank you, Delegate Klein. The next person I want to introduce is not only a member of the General Assembly, she's not only our Eastern Chair for Americans for Prosperity, but I also worked on her campaign when she was elected, I'm proud to say. She's a great servant of the taxpayer. She's an advocate for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Delegate Brenda Pogge.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for holding up those signs that say cut spending. And yes, it's about time. And I'm just so happy to be here and happy to see you here. We do need to cut spending, and you know, if it's the only way that we will force bureaucratic efficiency. Now, I know and I realize that's an oxymoron, but it's something we must do. The only way to force bureaucratic efficiency is to stop the flow of taxpayer dollars going to the bureaucrats. They will spend every penny. So we need to do, you know, if Virginia doesn't have the money, what makes them think we do? And that's a lesson they need to learn. We in government need to know, and most of us do, need to know that we need to start living within our means. And I'm a representative, and so is Ben Klein. We're not politicians, we're representatives, and that's another truism that we need to get down in our psyche, that we represent the public and we need to be responding to what you are saying, and you are saying, get your hands out of my pocket. I'm going to run back over. We are in session, and I need to be there to be ever vigilant. But I'm going to turn this over to a hero of mine who's in the Senate, who believes the way that we do. He understands that the authority of government still, as the founders intended, rests in we the people. And so I'm going to turn this over right now to Senator Mark Obenshain, and I hope you'll give him a warm welcome.
Thank you so much. Go get him, Brenda Pogge. Let's give her a hand. Well, I tell you, that's one of the nicest introductions I've had in a long time. I was in Roanoke with a great group on Saturday, and I told them that, in the words of, way to go Roanoke. President Teddy Roosevelt used to say, when they call the roll in the Senate, the senators don't know whether to answer present or guilty. And I tell you, we got a little of that going on here in Virginia, too. So, it's great. Not all of us, please, please. Well, it's great to have you down here in Richmond fighting the good fight. This is a fight. It is a fight for the future of America. It is a fight for our children. It is a fight for our very freedom. And it is impossible to overemphasize what is at stake here in Richmond and in Washington. So God bless you for getting on the buses early this morning and coming down to visit with me and, frankly, with others who need your visit a lot more than I need your visit. And I hope that you can carry this message across the way through the halls of the state capitol. You know, this is a message. This is a fight between those who believe that we need more government. What do you think? And those who believe we need less government. And I tell you, I talked on Saturday to this group in Roanoke about the Peter Paul principle. You heard that before? A government that bases its policy on robbing Peter to pay Paul can always be assured of the support of Paul. What do you think of that? You know, if you watch national TV, if you watch these guys, you know, Chris Matthews and Keith Olbermann and Rachel Maddow, you know, they've heard something. They've heard that there's some people out here who are angry and who are fed up. And I'm here to tell you that the voice that they are hearing is the voice of Peter, who is sick and tired of being robbed in order to pay Paul. They are hearing voices of people who have said, I have been taxed enough, and it is our job here in Richmond and in Washington to hold the line on taxes. What do you think? know, what they're also hearing is that there are a lot of people out here who understand that if I work a 9-to-5 job, that it's darn near noon every day before I stop working to support Uncle Sam and start working to support my family. That's just wrong. There are a lot of people whose voices are being heard that are saying, I should not be paying more in state, local, and federal taxes than I'm paying for food, clothing, and shelter combined, which is the truth. That's what we're paying right now, and we've got to put a stop to it.
I can't even pay all the taxes they got me paying now.
Amen, brother. We have a fight going on right now over how to fund essential government services here in Richmond. Now, there are some essential services. Yet, the voices who complain about cutting spending too far ring hollow to me when I compare some of the decisions that are being made right there in the Capitol about how to allocate our spending. You know, I sat there early in this session and watched as we passed the bill. Now, this is small, but it's just one of these ridiculous examples that comes to mind. We passed a bill while we're complaining about cutting salaries for teachers or cutting money for law enforcement. We passed a bill that's going to require every school system in Virginia to rewrite its driver's education curriculum in order to teach fuel-efficient driving. Let's just tell the kids to open the windows and turn off the air conditioning, and let's tell our legislators up there to hold the line on taxes. Thanks for coming to Richmond. Let's keep fighting the good fight. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia.